Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a hair tutorial. So I posted a picture of this hairstyle on my Instagram. If you're not following me, then you definitely should. My name is just Valerie Pac. I will leave it up here for you guys. So I posted a picture and everybody was like wanting to see a hair tutorial on it. So I figured I would sit down and film it for you guys. It's actually very simple. All you need is a curling iron. I like to use a curling wand because I feel like the curls come out better. A teasing comb, you'll need 2 little elastic bands, hairspray if you want to, and also some dry shampoo, and that is really all you need. This hairstyle is very simple. It takes a little practice, but if you guys want to see how to recreate this hairstyle, then let's just jump right in. Okay, so starting off, I have second day hair. I highly recommend having dirty hair when you try this hairstyle because when it's freshly cleaned and blow dried, it's not going to look the same. I mean, you can still get the same effect, but I just recommend it being a little on the dirty side. So this is second day hair and I did let it air dry, and I also prefer letting my hair air dry for this hairstyle because you get a little bit more texture. When you blow dry it with like a brush, it just gets too silky and harder to work with. So this is kind of just I actually let it air dry and then I did go in and curl a few pieces yesterday, but I'm going to show you how I curl the hair with this hairstyle. So the first thing that you're going to do is don't brush your hair before you do this hairstyle. I feel like it comes out better when it's a little more messy. So that might sound a little weird, but just trust me. So the first thing I'm going to do is part my hair in the middle. So it doesn't have to be a perfect part. I don't like when it's too perfect. I feel like I like more on the messy side, but if you like a perfect middle part, then do that. I have this little teasing comb that I'm going to use just to like section it a little bit better. Alright, so once you have somewhat of the middle section going, I'm going to just quickly spray some dry shampoo just to give us a little bit of texture. This is the Dove Refresh and Carrot Volume and Fullness Dry Shampoo. I love the smell of this stuff. It's so good. So I'm just going to spray this just a little bit. My hair's not greasy. I just want to give my hair a little bit of texture, and if you like that little textured volume look, dry shampoo will definitely do that for you. So just spray the root like so. You don't have to go too crazy with it. And the trick to letting dry shampoo really do its job is to let it sit. I have a few clients that always ask me like how my hair never looks greasy and why I'm able to go like a couple days without washing it, and it is because I have washed it less over the years, as gross as that sounds, but I do use dry shampoo in between sessions of washing my hair, and you want to let the dry shampoo sit in your hair for like a minute or two and let it soak up all of the oil, and then you can go in and kind of shake it like this. But because my hair is not that greasy, I'm not going to really let it sit for too long, so I'm just going to kind of like move my hands around it and kind of like shake the product into my head. So once you have done that, your hair should look really crazy and full right now. So to start, we are going to start off with 2 sections. So I'm going to, depending on how you want it to look, you can do it as thick or as thin as you want. So I know my hair kind of looks like it's more on the side right now, so I'm just going to fix that just a little bit. Like I said, it doesn't have to be exactly in the middle. So what I like to do is just take my finger, and usually I go like by the edge of my eye. So what I'm going to do is just take a section back like this, and I don't want it to be too thick because this hairstyle, in my opinion, looks better when you have like a little more volume here. So I don't want to like do it too thick, so I'm going to probably do it maybe a little bit thicker. So I'm just going to add just a little bit more hair. Like I said, this hairstyle is definitely personal preference, and you can do whatever you feel that looks best on you. So this hairstyle is very easy, so I'm just going to do a French braid going back. Now if you don't know how to do a French braid, I'll explain it. So I'm going to take this first section and I am If you want, you can clip this off, but I've done this hairstyle several times, so I'm comfortable with leaving it loose. So what I like to do is just create 3 sections like this, and I'm just going to go over the strand like this and just create a basic French braid. Now we're going to drop this and add a little bit more hair, and I'm going to combine that over the middle section, and I'm going to do the same thing on this side, add more hair, and it's just that simple. So I'm just going to add more hair again. And I like to make sure my sections are clean in between, just so things don't get like really messy. And then I'm just going to add my last section. You can go back as far as you want to, but I don't like to go too far back because I don't know, that's just the way I like to wear it. So now I'm just going to take a little hair tie, and this is the little elastic bands. You can find these anywhere probably, and they're not even matching, but they're just like the little tiny hair ties. You probably can't even see that. I am just going to tie this off. Now you can use a bobby pin, but in my opinion, I feel like little pigtails work better because you get more volume. When you bobby pin it, it kind of gets flat to your head. So I'm just going to tie this off, and you don't need to tie it too tight. I like to just go around twice because these are really small anyway. So it should look something like this. Now I'm just going to do the other side. So I'm just going to section this off. Don't get frustrated if you can't get it the first time. I definitely struggle still. So just keep practicing and you will get there, don't worry. So just doing the same thing on this side. Adding hair.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you.
So now I'm just taking my hair tie, making sure that there's no other loose hairs in here, and I'm just going to tie this off. And then tighten the section. So it should look something like this right now. So now what I like to do is kind of mess around with the braid. So I kind of like to pull at it and kind of tighten it and make it however I want it to look. I'm going to probably come back and adjust it more once I curl it. But then what I like to do is use a curling iron that's kind of thicker and then smaller. I actually got this one, I think, from Target, which is awesome because I actually really enjoy this curling iron. So what I like to do is it really helps when you have kind of like a natural wave in your hair. Like I said, I let it air dry and then I did put curls in it yesterday, so it does have some like leftover texture to it, which is perfect for this look. So now what I like to do is just take random sections. This doesn't need to be perfect, and I like to take the curling iron and I'm taking the first piece away from my face, and I don't like to curl the ends. I like to leave the ends out because that's what gives it that kind of like messy textured look. So then you're just gonna let the hair drop and cool off. So then I'm just taking another section and I am going to go away from my face again. So I like to switch up the direction I go. Sometimes I go away from my face, sometimes I go towards my face because I like when it has different textures. I don't like when all the hair is going the same direction. So I'm gonna take this one and I'm gonna bring it towards my face, and I like to only leave the hair on for a couple seconds because I don't want it to be too tight of a curl. And then I'm going to move on to the actual ponytails, and I'm just going to curl some of those pieces. And I like to also switch up the amount that I'm curling. So sometimes I'll curl thinner pieces and then sometimes I'll take like a thicker section just to give it like a different effect. I know that some of you have, actually a lot of you have commented on my videos telling me to do like a hair care routine and like how I get my color and all that. So I'm going to do a video like that soon. So don't worry, it's coming. I'm just grabbing kind of like random sections and just kind of curling them whatever way I'm feeling it. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side.
Hate you then, find someone new. Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you down just like a pill.
Okay, now that you have your hair somewhat curled, now is when I like to just kind of like run my fingers through it and kind of make it not so perfect. And then I like to go in and tease. So I like to just take the section, lift it up, and then just take my teasing comb and kind of tease the section so that we have some body. And then I just kind of like go over it and smooth it out so it's not a huge like knot ball in my hair. So I'm just going to do the same thing on this side. Just kind of tease random sections and then smooth over them. Then you can finish off with some hairspray if you prefer. I don't really always use hairspray, but I'm just gonna spray just a little bit in my hair to just give it a little bit of hold. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Leave a comment down below if you guys have any other suggestions on hair tutorials that you guys want to see. I would love to do that for you guys. So yeah, give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to tag me in your pictures if you guys try this look out, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!